What's going on, FFB? All right, so it's this time of the week. Sorry I missed last week. Just got too busy with class, been able to make a little banner review video, but we're here this week. So, all right. Obviously this week is the Golbez Mage banner. So as I always do, I always start with the lowest, work my way up, and then kind of go over their kits and all that good fun stuff. So, first one we got is Scar Megalone. He is 3-star base, 5-star max. He's a physical attacker, Reaper. His TMR is Blighted Deposit, HP and attack plus 20%, Earth resistance of 25%, which is not bad. Pretty good Earth resist. That's, I would say that's the only value there in that. Weapon selections, okay. He's got Poison Claw, poison damage, can inflict poison, disease, blind, and then gas. He can inflict a chance of inflicting all these with 20%. Some basic black magic, nothing great. Next we got is Cagnazo. These are also the fiends from Final Fantasy, which would be R3, but actually 6. He's 4-star base, 6-star max, tank class. His TMR is the Drowned King. You get defense 40%, water resistance by 25%. It's pretty nice. This pretty much is all of his weapon selection. You got Piercing Claw, physical damage, 2 times mod to 1 enemy. Hardened Carapace, increase defense and spirit by 40% for 2 turns to the caster. Get Fortified enables Fortified Carapace for 1 turn. Increase chance of being targeted. Collecting water with 100%. Fill LB gauge by 20%. Then he's got Hydro Wave. Water physical damage, 2.5 times mod to all enemies with the defense decrease attack by 50%. He's got Water Barrier, increased defense and spirit by 50%. For 3 turns, so all allies, defensive stats, increase the chance to be targeted by 50%. The caster, skip the next 2 turns to the caster, and then heals himself, and then mitigate damage taken by 60%. His passives are Counter Hold, chance to counter physical attack for 30%, Counter Hold, so he can inflict Paralyze. Defense 30%, chance to counter Silence, chance to silence, counter magic by 30%. Conspicuous Existence, increased defense and spirit by 20%, increased chance of being targeted by 50%, spirit by 20%, extreme measures, increased defense and spirit by 75% when HP drops below 10%, 20% HP, archfiend of water, you're going to get 3% MP refresh, and then increases the resistance to sleep, silence, and paralyze by 100%. Final struggle, he can ignore fatal damage when his HP is above 30%. You cast sleep, and they need to get some buffs here. He does have some awakenings. Water barrier, water resistance for 70%. Defensive stance. Oh, it makes him resistance to stop and charm. That's kind of cool. If you do defensive stance too, not too bad. Pretty good. Next we got is Rubicant. He's magic attacker. It's got Cloak of Flames, defense plus 18, spirit plus 30%, fire plus 20, ice plus 20%, resistance. Staves and rods. His specials are Closed Cloak, increased resistance to all elements by 100% to the caster. Cloak Open, decrease ice resistance by 80%. Increases LB fill rate by 150%. I'll recover you. It's a 1000 HP heal with a 3.4 times mod. Increased magic 120% to the caster. Then he's got dual cast. Then he's got Firelord. Increase HP and magic by 30. HP by 20%, magic by 30%. Honorable Fighter. LB fill rate by 100%. Autarch of Flame, 20% 20% MP, fire resistance by 100%. These are his passives. Face me, chance of physical attacks by 45% with Faraga, and chance to counter magic attacks with Blizzaga by 45%. He's got Fira, Faraga, Blizzaga, Osmos, Flare, and Faraja. So, not too bad. I mean, he's not great by any means. He's not anything to go ham on. Or even really even pulls. Like you have these for the bonus event, you're gonna be just fine. Fire Lord, you're gonna get a little more MP refresh. Some increased at magic and MP. Looks like you can increase the modifier to Faraja and Flare if you do Arctic of Flame. And then I'll recover you. Still nothing. None of these guys are great. Black Mage Golbez is on the 10k banner. He's a magic attacker and debuffer. So his TMR is Heart Bound by Hatred. Increase magic by 40%. Increase Esper bonus stats by 20%. Golbez armor 45. Defense 100 mag. Increase resistance to dark by 50%. It is heavy armor, so most mages are not going to be able to use that. But it could be useful for a tank in the right situation. So he's going to have dual cast. And in his kit. And then we have Blinding Cold. Increase evoke damage by 9 times 60-40 ratio. Increase paralyze. Abyssal Scythe. And then that's a dark damage of 4.5 times mod. 1 second, sorry guys. Um, 4.5 times mod to one enemy, decrease dark resistance by 60%. Missing Moon, decrease spirit by 60%. Increase magic by 110% to allies. Give me your power. Give me your power to meteor. Increase magic by 120%, and then increase modifier by ×3 to meteor and twin meteor. Then he's got Black Fang, dark evoke magic 10 times mod with 60-40 ratio. Decrease dark resistance by 75%. If used after Come Shadow Dragon, name changes to Jet Black Fang. Dark evoke with a 16 times mod 60-40 ratio to all enemies. Decrease dark resistance by 100%. Come Shadow Dragon, increase magic and spirit by 120% for 5 turns to the caster. Increase modifier by 3 times to Blinding Cold, Black Fang, and Jet Black Fang. And you get 3 Evo crystals. Or evocation gauge by 3. Scarmalone's power. Earth magic damage 5.5 times mod to all enemies. Inflict poison, blind, sleep, silence, and paralyze by 30%. He'll have a 30% chance to like that. Cagnazzo's power, water magic damage with a 0.5 times mod and water, and then a 4 times mod. And then he has a chance to petrify with Flood Chaining Family. Barbaricia's power, wind magic damage with a 0.5 times mod with a 4, and then a 4 times wind magic. Mitigate damage taken by 15% to all allies. Rubicanthi's power, same thing. This time he's going to recover 2,000 HP and 20 MP to all allies. And then he's got a dual cast here, so you can cast all of these. That's pretty cool. Even his cooldown abilities, that's nice. Twin Moon, decreased light and dark resistance by 100% to all for 3 turns to all enemies. Increased magic and spirit by 150% to the caster. Enable for 2 turns Warlock's quadruple barrage, so he gives him quad cast. And then you increase the modifier by 1.5 to all of these abilities. Damn. Abyssal Quasar is his other one. Dark magic damage with a 0.25 times mod with ignore spirit of 50%, and dark magic damage with 1.7 times mod with ignore spirit. Chaos wave chaining, nice. Then twin meteor, light magic damage with 18 times mod and ignore spirit by 50%. So that makes it 36 times. That's beefy. His passives are Mage of Shadows. He's going to get 30% magic Increase the modifiers by 1.5 to impact meteor, and then 3 times mod to flare. Increase Evo magic by 30%. Jet black armor, increase HP by 20%, defense plus 30%, dark resistance by 50%. Barrier shift, he can counter physical and magical with barrier shift. Decreases fire resistance, fire, ice, lightning resist by 50% to the caster, and increase evocation gauge. Lunarian comprehension, increase spirit by 30%, Evo magic plus 30%, and MP refresh by 5%. Warlock in black armor, you're going to increase MP by 30%, chance to counter by 100%, increase magic and spirit by 150% when HP drops below 30%. Commander of the archfiends, increase fire, water, wind, and earth resistance by 20%, increase resistance to sleep, silence, and paralyze by 100%. 30% MP. Dark Coercion, increase magic by 50% with LB fill rate plus 50%. And you have his TMR on him. You're going to get Path to Atonement. Increase magic and HP by 30%. If you dual wielding, you get 60% magic. And if you're single wielding, you get 50% magic and then 25% accuracy. And then you get an additional 1 times mod to Abyssal Quasar. Recover 5%. MP refreshers get 10% MP refresh flat, which is pretty nice. Increase magic by 20%. Transcending star transcending power, increase magic by 40%. Increase light resistance by 50%. Barrier shift. Then he can quad cast. So if he quad cast, he can do all of these. He can quad cast all that. That's pretty cool. And then his magic is Osmos, Bioga, Faraja, Blazaja, Thandaja, Flare, Meteor, and Impact. His limit burst, if you max it out, well, at base it's going to be dark magic damage, 5 times mod with 50% spirit, so it makes it 10, 70, and then decrease dark resistance by 75%, and then evocation gauge by 5, and then if you max it out, you get 13.5, which makes that 17 or 27. And then decrease dark resistance by 100%. And if I really like his sprite. I don't know if you guys kind of got to look at it. I really like how it looks. Do I think you should pull on this? It's kind of up to you, really. I mean, all banners are really on what you want. If you're a big Final Fantasy 3 fan, pull on it. He is only a 10K, so you only can do it once, I believe. So that's pretty nice. So if you're lacking a mage, yeah, go ahead, pull on him. He's pretty decent. He's got access to a lot of different elements. You can cast any of these at scale with consecutive use, which is nice. So there's a lot of good things here. Let me know if you guys are pulling on this, or are you skipping this banner, or what do you feel? Just remember to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. That's greatly appreciated, and I love all the support that you guys give me. And I'll see you next week. All right, peace.